Regarding church sound, what is something that people make complicated that doesn't really need to be?
EQ. I think we talk a lot about EQ in sound circles and stuff. And for the beginner, it just seems so obtuse. And because like we said earlier, sound is invisible and you can't really see it. EQ is interesting because it actually, in some ways, it makes it visible to you. It makes that sound visible because we can, on digital consoles, we can see that frequency spectrum readout. And on our knobs, even on an analog console, you can see the frequency levels and the adjustments and what you're dialing in. But we get so caught up, and I can't tell you how many times people ask me, what frequency should I be adjusting? The one that you need to. You find it and you fix it. It's not a defined thing. It's not like, oh, to fix the vocal, just go to 848 hertz and pull that down 6 dB. No, it changes. It'll even change for one person on one microphone in a different room, or one person on a different microphone in the same room. Or if it's 90 degrees one day and 60 degrees the next day, that temperature will have an impact on how you hear that tone. And so we get so caught up in the specifics of it as new sound techs that it just becomes a distraction. So EQ does not have to be complicated. It actually is one of your best friends. So try to get out of your own way and sort of, allow that technical process to come when it's time to come along. It doesn't have to be this precise thing every single time.
If you were going to have people only apply one EQ filter, what would you tell them to do?
That's an easy one. Roll off the low end. Apply the high pass filter or the low cut filter on your console. That one thing will clean up a mix like crazy. Even on things that you think don't need it, like a bass guitar or a kick drum, there's a lot of low energy that it just ends up making things really rumbly or muddy or tubby. And it depends on your loudspeakers, whether you have subwoofers or not, even how they're positioned in the room. But dealing with those extra low frequencies, that's your first weapon against bad sound.
Yeah, I always tell people that if I was going to be stranded on an island and could only take two things with me from my mixer, I would take gain and low cut filter, and that's pretty much all you need to create a pretty good sound.
Totally. Oh, absolutely. I mean, you get quality coming in, so it's the whole garbage in, garbage out thing. You clean up your quality coming in with the gain. You make sure it's clear through the signal chain with your high pass filter. Done deal. The rest of your job is so much easier.
Mixing sound seems complicated, but it doesn't have to be. Get access to our stress-free training to help you create great sound at church by visiting churchsoundmadesimple.com.